This is the answers for Set 1 Mole Calculations worksheet. All right, let's start with question number 1, the gram formula mass of ammonium chloride. So very simply, to do the gram formula mass, I'm going to write in red. We're going to count nitrogen, hydrogen, and chlorine. We've got 1 nitrogen, and it weighs 14 grams. You get that from your periodic table. Hydrogen, we have 4 of them. They weigh 1 apiece. And chlorine, you have 1 of them. It's 35.5. The reason I kept it as a half is because I have 2 answer choices here that have halves. So I'm thinking they might have used it as a half. If you kept it to 35, just know that you'll get close to one of these numbers. All right, 14 times 1 is 14. 4 times 1 is 4. 35.5 times 1 is 35.5. We're going to add them all up. 5, 4 and 4 is 8. 13, 3, 4, 5, 53.5 grams per mole. That looks like there's my answer. All right, question number 2 says the number of moles. So we are looking for the number of moles. When I see it say number of moles, the first thing I think of is my moles formula. Moles equals grams over gram formula mass. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write that formula down. Then I'm going to look and see what they gave us. In the problem, they gave us 24 grams of magnesium bromide. 24 grams is my given grams. That's going to be this number right here. So I'm going to write it up on top, 24 grams. On the bottom, I need gram formula mass. So we have to figure out the gram formula mass of magnesium bromide. So let's do that over here. Magnesium bromide. We've got 1 magnesium. It weighs 24. We've got 2 bromines, and this is 80. My pen is not working, so 80. Okay, 2 times 80 is going to give me 160. 160. I don't know if you can see that there. 24 times 1 is 24. 4, 8, 184. So my gram formula mass is going to be 184 grams per mole, and that's going to equal moles. Now, if you look at the answer choices, you can see that they did not solve this. They did not put it into their calculator and give a final answer. They are asking for the setup. So 24 is up on top, so that's not this one, it's not this one, and 184 is on the bottom. So it's got to be this answer. All right, question number 3 asks us how many moles. So once again, we need our moles formula. We're going to write that down. Don't be lazy bones. We have a given grams of 222.3 grams. And we have a formula which is going to give us our gram formula mass of calcium hydroxide. So I went ahead and I got the gram formula mass of calcium hydroxide, and it was 74 grams per mole. So I'm going to put that on here on the bottom, 74 grams per mole, and I'm going to set it equal to moles. MOL is short for moles. Now I'm just going to plug it into my calculator, and I'm going to get moles equals 3.0 moles of calcium hydroxide. So my answer is answer choice 2. Let me see if I can use a highlighter, because that's exciting. Okay, next problem. All right, in this question, they're asking us what is the mass. Now, mass is another way for them to ask us for grams. So we're going to write down our formula. They gave us moles, so I know I'm going from moles to grams. So here's my gram formula mass. My moles equals grams over gram formula mass formula. It allows me to change from moles to grams or from grams to moles. And I'm going to plug my numbers in. They gave me 5.2 moles of NO3. My grams is what I'm looking for. My gram formula mass I have to go and calculate now. So I went ahead and I calculated the gram formula mass of NO3. And I'm going to put that down here, 62 grams per mole. If you still don't know how to do gram formula mass, go back and watch a video on how to calculate gram formula mass. And then what I'll do is, actually, I'm going to erase this so I have room. I usually do it off film, but here we go. And I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to put 5.2 moles of NO3 over 1 equals X over 62. I'm going to get 5.2 times 62 equals 1X. X is going to equal 322.4 grams of NO3. Go back up to my question, grab myself a highlighter, let's do it in green this time, and my answer choice is 2. Alright, let's do this one. Determine the number of moles. Again, write down your formula. Moles equals grams over gram formula mass. Here they gave us the formula of CH3Br. CH3Br, I'm going to find the gram formula mass of that in a little while, in 47.5 grams. So the 47.5 grams is this number, 47.5 grams, and we need to find the gram formula mass of CH3Br. When I did the calculations and added all these guys up, I got 95 grams per mole. And now all I have to do is put it into my calculator. Always remember to put the top number into your calculator first, hit the divide by, and then divide by the lower or the denominator. And we get moles is equal to a half or 0.5 moles of CH3Br. Okay, I'm working on this question right here, but I didn't have enough room down here, so I'm just going to do the work up here in this big white section. We're going to do what is the mass of 4.76 moles of Na3PO4. Again, we are dealing with the mole formula. Moles equals grams over gram formula mass. We are given moles this time, which was 4.76 moles. We're looking for grams, and we have to find the gram formula mass of whatever formula they gave us in the problem, which happens to be Na3PO4. Okay, so I did the calculation. I got 164 grams per mole. I'm going to put that down here. 164 grams per mole is my gram formula mass. And I'm going to cross multiply. So I get 4.76 over 1 equals X over 164. Cross multiply, these two guys are going to get multiplied. So 4.76 times 164 equals 1X. X equals 780.6 grams of Na3PO4. And that should be my answer. Okay, once again, they gave us no room really down here to work on this problem, so I'll do it up here. But this is the problem I'm working on, number 7. Base your answer to question 7 on the information and equation below. They gave us this chemical sentence, and it says, antacids can be used to neutralize excess stomach acid. Brand A antacid contains an acid neutralizing agent, magnesium hydroxide, MgOH2. This formula is this. They gave you the formula and the name. It reacts with hydrochloric acid in the stomach according to the following balanced equation. And there's the equation. In the space provided below, show the correct numerical setup for calculating the number of moles. Whoa, that should be like the first thing. Show correct numerical setup for calculating the number of moles. As soon as they say the word moles, I'm going to write down my mole formula. Moles, ooh, I'm in yellow, I don't want yellow. Moles equals grams over gram formula mass. Now let's continue. It says the gram formula mass, that was very nice of them, is 58.3 grams per mole. So they're telling you this gram formula mass is 58.3 grams per mole. 58.3 grams per mole. We are looking for moles, right? We are looking for the number of moles. So my X is going to be over here. And they told us it was an 8.40 gram sample. So we're going to write that 8.40. Where's my point? There it is. 40 gram sample. That's it. You're done. They asked for the correct numerical setup. But because I'm here and I'm helping you along, let's just get an answer in case someday they do ask us for an answer. And in that case, we would take 8.40, put it into our calculators, and divide it by 58.3. And I got 0.14 moles of magnesium hydroxide. I hope going over this worksheet helps you.